Hi, hello. My name is Maria Arche. I am a professor of linguistics and Spanish, and I am the lead for the Center for Research in Language and Heritage. I am a syntactician. My research focuses on language structure and meaning and its applications to understand how language develops. In this sense, I've mostly focused on the development of language in second language learners, but in the recent past, I've established international platforms to raise awareness about the importance of paying attention to language ability across the sectors of education, health, and criminal justice. The center is the natural hub for all those who have an interest in language, whose interest intersects with language in any sense. So we have the linguists, applied linguists, psycholinguists coming from different schools in the university, and also those whose interest lies in the artistic and expressive side of the word, of language. We have those who do literature, in the center, as well as those who are interested in heritage. I mean, after all, language and culture, language and literature are part of are a large component of the heritage of any individual, right? So that is what brings us together. So as for the research that we do, we've come to say that we can identify three main pillars in the centers, three main themes. They are language, narratives, and heritage. But overall, I think that what distinguishes the center nowadays is that we go beyond the boundaries of each of the themes. We try to connect them, to work together, to find new multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary topics, and also to go beyond the walls of academia and to make it count in society. So if I think about the pillar of language, about that theme, we are becoming stronger and stronger in our drive to raise awareness about the importance of paying attention to knowledge about language and the role that language plays in the individual's well-being overall and educational attainment. And we are doing several activities to raise this awareness in society. If we think about narratives, it's this theme, colleagues focus on this theme, are very strong in putting the accent in changing perceptions about important topics in society, such as race, gender, and ecology, right? And colleagues in this theme are very well known and respected for putting their word out around these topics. And in heritage, what is very distinctive about what we do here at Greenwich is how we work with communities, and we embed them in our research, and we make sure that our research can change these communities. And another distinctive feature of the center is that different members from different disciplines, for different topics, use a variety of different research methods. So we have a strong hub of psycholinguistics in the center. I'm referring to eye tracking, self-paced reading, etc., for which we have equipment in the university, in the center, and we also have training attached to it. So the center became well known across the university for having established training in methods and fora of discussion about the methods and how that has an impact on the scientific field as a whole. We run the Science Practice Hub, which is which has a very strong theme of related to open science, and we are linked to the UKRN, so the UK Reproducibility Network, and we have also established now a strong line of training around multilingualism, We've been running an international school for postgraduate students around the theme of multilingualism, and this summer school is run in partnership with the University of Southampton and the University of Pennsylvania State. For external public events, CREL has also been very strong in its recent or in its young history. I will distinguish two sorts of events going on mainly. One is our regular seminar series that is usually very well attended, and we aim at including internal speakers so that the research that we do within the center is well known to all members and is known across centers, and then external speakers. So we are very much driven to maintain a lively forum of discussion so that research is always in the agenda on a regular basis in all our calendars. And then we have built a line of external, more established workshops that are happening on a regular basis as well, but not weekly, of course. We can distinguish at the minute two of them. We have workshops that are linguistics workshops, and they have happened every 2 years since 2012, and they are very well established. They became international. They've been happening in different venues every 2 years. And then the other one that I'd like to mention is about slave narratives and everything that has to do with narratives, making race and decolonization an important feature of the international workshop. In the center, we are also very mindful of how important it is to build connections with our community, with our closer community, which for us is the Greenwich Barrow, and we have strong relationships of different sorts. So we work in a strong partnership with some of the main school alliances in the Barrow and secondary schools in the Barrow. We also work with the Royal Greenwich Barrow itself, and they have participated in some of our research projects, such as the European one on language abilities in criminal justice procedures. And we, members from the center, have created the Greenwich Heritage Network, from where they have built very strong relationships with the Greenwich Heritage Trust. And this represents all the array of, it's a representation of our array of partnerships with the local community, which we deem as very important for us. As for research facilities, something that deserves mentioning is that we work in partnership with the other institute at the university, the Institute of Life Course Development, for example, for what it regards equipment to do psycholinguistic research, and we have a state-of-the-art equipment for any study that that includes self-paced reading, as I mentioned earlier on, or eye tracking. For study opportunities, we have to mention our recent incorporation to a very prestigious doctoral training partnership. The center was identified as a pocket of excellence within the university and was invited to participate in the revalidation of a doctoral training partnership that belongs to ESRC, the Economic and Social Research Council, and is led by UCL. At the moment, we are one of the leaders of a pathway about multilingualism, but we are hoping to be able to increase with more councils and more pathways. But we welcome students to do research with us in terms of doctoral studies in all the areas of linguistics, applied linguistics, literature of different periods, and creative writing, as well as history and heritage per se. For other stages of student development, we've being the drivers of research placements at undergraduate level, and we collaborate with other schools of the university, such as psychology, in terms of giving research internships for students at master level. So we can say that the center is very active across stages of student progression, from undergraduate to going through MA and then doctoral studies. Outcomes of the center within this new research structure that the Institute for Communities and Environments includes our strengthened relations with other research centers and other researchers and scholars within the university, and in particular within the faculty. And some tangible outcomes we can already mention are new collaboration in projects. So we have several colleagues, for example, from literature, collaborating with other colleagues from the Global and Transformative Justice Research Center. We have other research projects in collaboration with the center and with Creative Futures around different topics of language. And through these collaborations, we are reaching out to different external partners, and this is very. It's very rewarding to see how the overall structure is already helping the research in the center go beyond where we were before, because we see that we have access to a greater variety of stakeholders, greater variety of topics, and we can investigate, and this is facilitating our finding the impact that our research in language, literature, and heritage can have in other disciplines. For more information and to get in touch, please go to our website and drop us an email at crel@gre.ac.uk.